proposed budget for the year ending 3/31/2023. Tonight is Wednesday, March 9th, and it's 7 p.m. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a moment of silence, please, for this Ukrainian thing going on in Mr. Putin's actions. We pray for all those people. All right, roll call attendance, please.
Carl?
Here.
Bev? Here. Mary Agnes?
Here.
Sherry? Here. And Tom is absent.
Excused. Next item is the agenda approval. There'll be no additions or deletions allowed. This is new business, and the only new business is old business. To be introduction of Marilyn J. DeLugi. She's our accountant, to answer any questions from the Township board members on the materials that she has produced. A copy of the budget was prepared by Ms. DeLugi for the last special meeting that was held on Thursday, February 24th, 2022, and the paperwork was reviewed, discussed, and approval of the proposed Cottrelville Township summary for the year ending March 31st, 2023 was completed. It was a total of 38 pages in length. The next item is there anything that you have questions that you have to ask of Lynn? I have none. Carl? No. Sherry?
No.
Okay, then we'll open the session by the public. Do you have any, are you the public? Okay. Do you have any questions or?
I need to go, this isn't recorded, right? I need to go.
You can go up there, yeah. Is it? Okay.
I just have one question on the budget. Page 5, under the building inspection department, Department 371, all the other, I guess, departments have the department head and then their deputy or clerk or whatever separated. I was just wondering why this is all lumped into one.
The wages, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no reason. I mean, it's just been like that since I've been here.
There's really no need to have a department head without,
Because
it's just wages of what's happening in that department. It doesn't mean that we need to have to split it out into
Right.
secretarial or building director or electrician or any of that.
I know last year was listed the same way.
Yeah.
right, but I was just wondering why that department's different than all the rest of them.
That's the way it was.
That's
handed.
the way it's always been ever since I've been here.
Yeah. We really didn't have anybody before Kathy, so there wasn't anyone there. I mean, they split up the wages sometimes from the clerk's office, because when I was in the deputy clerk's office, I did Bill's work.
Right. I mean, just because we separate everything else, for,
Well, we're trying to condense more
Yeah.
things is what the aim of this young lady is, so.
yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, I was just wondering if there was a reason. So it's just, that's the way it's always been done?
Yep, it just wasn't anything that we thought needed to be separated, so. Okay, if there's no one else, and there isn't, is there any board member comments? If not, I would entertain a motion to,
Just that I want to make sure that I did put in the changes that Nick from the Water and Sewer Department had requested, and the others in the general fund, I made changes, just a few of them that we talked about.
okay. And it's dated, I think it's dated March 1st, because I just noticed that my copy said March 1st on it, so. In the other agenda that I'm doing, when we approve it next meeting, it should say 22-23 budget dated March 1st instead of February 28th. So, okay, so we entertain a motion to approve the proposed budget as published in the Township website. The copies were made available on the table in the lobby for the Township people to review, approved as is. Do we have a motion to approve the 2022-23 Cottrelville Township budget.
All motion.
Was that a motion?
I'll motion.
Okay.
Last second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Bev?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes. Tom is absent.
Motion carried. That is it. Meeting to order for the Cottrelville Township Board meeting for Wednesday, March 9th, 2022 at 7:30 PM. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Another moment of silence for our Ukrainian people that are suffering under Mr. Putin. All right, roll call, please.
Carl?
Here.
Bev?
Here. Mary Agnes?
Here.
Sherry? Here. And Tom's excused.
Okay, the next item is the agenda approval, additions and deletions. I have no deletions, but I do have a couple of additions. Under F, number 9, request by the superintendent, Chris Tilton, to send DPW operations tech Nick Jarsky to attend the 2022 MRWA annual conference for water. Nick's, with the board's permission, shall be attending the 16th and the 17th of March at the Soaring Eagle Resort for a cost of $385. Number 10 is, I've handed out the request by Deputy Treasurer Nicole Hart for the additional raise that she wants in her wages. She gave them to me at 11 o'clock this morning, and I'm asking you to take them home, review them, and we'll place it on the Township Board agenda for our next meeting. And if everything is all right with that, it would be handled in a closed session on Monday, March 21st at 3 p.m., if that sounds all right with everyone. So, and we'll go to that.
He might not.
Hmm?
Carl had said they might be vacationing.
Okay, well, I hope one of you guys is back. I hope Tom will be back. All right. Can I have a motion to approve the additions, please?
I make a motion to approve the additions to the agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve and a second, a motion by Bev and a second by Carl. All in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Nays? Hearing none, motion carried. Thank you very much. All right, the next item is the consent agenda, the approval for the Township Board minutes. I've given you a set, I think, an extra set that I prepared those the night that Sherry was not able to make the meeting. And those are for the, the 24th of February with a special meeting. The approval of the treasurer's reports, the reconciliation of the tax account number 3905 as of January 31st, reconciliation of the general checking 5667 as of January 31st, cash summary report by account general fund for January 31st, and the Cottrelville Township investments report as of January 31st. We have the clerk's reports, the revenue and expenditure reports, periods between February 1st and ending February 28th, 2022. That's 22 pages long. There's the approval of paychecks, payroll dates from February 1st through February 28th, 2022, and the gross total amount of $22,864.59. Paychecks number 3031 to 3053. We also have approval of accounts payables, $515.72 in the opens, $148,559.79. In the already paid, there were 29 checks, number 21116 through 21145. There was also a bank tax account, 8 disbursements in the amount of $366,752.32. And then there's also the grand total of payables and the tax disbursements ended up being $515,312.11. We have the Marine City Fire Authority runs for February. Ira Township had no runs, so there's no report. I need a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented, please.
I'll move.
I'll
Okay.
second.
We have a motion by Carl and a second by Bev. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please. Sherry?
Bev,
Yes.
Carl,
Yes.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Sherry, yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. There's open session and there's no one in the audience, so we'll continue with our unfinished business, which is none. Our new business is request by Assessor Barb Shutt to have KCI of Grand Rapids, Michigan print the Township real property assessment notices for 2022. Includes layout, printing 2 sides, folding, inserting into number 10 windows furnished by KCI, and sort and mail first class by February 25th, so everybody's got theirs already. We have we have motion to pay that bill, please.
I'll motion.
Okay. We
I'll
have,
second.
all right, we have a motion and a second to pay KCI for that. Number 2 is a request for approval of one of 2 bids.
Vote.
I'm sorry?
Vote?
We did.
No, we did a first
Didn't we
and a
vote?
second. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Carl,
Yes.
Bev,
Yes.
Sherry, yes.
Okay, you know what I forgot to put in here is the amount of money that you're paying. I didn't put it on the agenda.
I thought it was in one of the
Yeah,
other.
ma'am.
Math
packet?
560, I don't remember what
Yeah,
this one was.
I don't know what this one was. Stand by one.
I don't know if it's in this packet.
You don't know if it's in there?
I thought I saw it
It
in
could be
here.
in yours.
F1.
But she did a
It's
math.
right in here.
Okay, how much is it?
Easier.
$1267.92.
$1,267.92?
Yep.
I incorporate that into my motion.
Oh, wait, hang on. That name I'm wrong.
Oh, you got it wrong?
No, that's right.
Yeah, $1,267.92.
The way they printed the postage on it, looked like 81,000.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's what's gonna be paid, plus anything that runs over that. All right, the next item is request for approval of one of 2 bids for furnishing and installing a generator, 22 kW Generac, for the Township Hall from funds to be supplied by ARPA. Both companies responded and measured the area, went through the electrical panel, and were instructed to install in the same location at the Township Hall. One was Ainsworth from Fort Yorn, the other was our local contractor, Sideline Electric. There was just a minor difference in costs. Sideline was a little less money.
Both same size, everything?
Yeah, everything was the same. Ainsworth was $10,800, and Sideline was it was $11,458, so it was a little different. I was thinking it was lower, but since Sideline is a taxpayer in our township, I would move that we approve his bid and put the money back in the system of our community. And that's my motion.
What is it, $658 difference? That's not too bad. Find it.
Only about $600.
That's why I said 658.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion by me, a second by Mr. Shabelski. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes.
Carl,
Yes.
Sherry, yes.
Okay, motion carried. All right, the next item is the request for the approval of 2021-22 budget resolution number 2. It's proposed including 1 page of revenues and 6 pages of expenditures, and the carry totals for all departments on the 101 account, and 13 pages to cover any changes in the current year's budget concerning the funds listed on the budget resolution. This is the second amendment for this fiscal year. Do I have a motion to approve budget number 2021-2022-002, please?
I make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Bev and a second by Carl. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes,
Bev?
Yes.
Sherry? Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is the request for the latest budget hearing that we just had, the budget for 2022-2023. It's for the year ending March 31st of 2023. It's dated March 1st. It's consisting of 9 pages for the revenues of the general fund and consisting of 13 pages of all other funds from 204 through 594. There's been workshop meetings, there's been a workshop and a public hearing for this budget. Approval is scheduled at this time for this meeting and this budget. Do I have a motion to approve that budget, please, that we just discussed at the public hearing?
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Carl and a second by Bev. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Bev?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes,
Sherry? Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is number 5, request by Deputy Treasurer Nicole Hart to purchase 25 plastic file boxes or 24 inches by 12 inches by 10 inches deep for the cost of $656.07 for storage in the basement of the Township Hall. I think there's attachments of the different types that she researched. This was the best bang for our buck.
Well, I do think we need something down there, because now after all the
Yes.
mess cleaned up in that, yes, with plastic storage bar.
Yeah.
but,
So,
okay,
ahead.
good.
no, I just think.
These are corrugated plastic, and they will, really cardboard, deteriorate over time.
Just from the dampness?
Well, no, they're plastic, and plastic will dry out. It'll start to crack.
Oh, see, that was the whole purpose of going.
You know, so,
through
yeah,
it.
you-
Do you
They're not
recommend
gonna-
anything else?
They're not gonna, well, the only other thing is they do have solid plastic bins,
Like Rubbermaid?
like Rubbermaid, that you can hang folders in. They're a solid plastic, and they're watertight. If she wants to look at the cost on those.
All right, well, do you feel that we should hold up on this then, and maybe we can
I would
research something else?
Yeah, I would see if there was something else besides these. 'Cause
All right.
just like cardboard, you know, if you ever pick up an old cardboard box and it actually, basically, the layers
Disintegrates,
separate.
yeah.
The same thing happens with plastic. I mean, they're
All right.
watertight, but they will dry out and they will.
All right, is that a form of a motion you'd like to table this till next month, and we'll see if there's
Yeah.
anything in between? We can always bring it back out.
Yep.
All right, we have a motion by Carl, I'll support that.
Yeah, something like that.
All in favor signify by saying aye, please. Aye.
Aye.
Nays, hearing none, motion carried. Thank you. All right, the next item is number 6, request to purchase a replacement pipe and cable locator, REXL-33-33 kilohertz for the DPW, not to exceed $2,500 plus the shipping. These are used for the stakings of our sewer and water, and ours just fell apart. And they usually last about 3 years, and Nick has stretched this to 5, so he's done
Good
his
thing.
due diligence, but we have to replace it because we can't be without one. All in favor signify, I would so move to request the replacement of this thing for the, not to exceed $2,500 plus shipping.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by me, a second by Carl. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Bev?
Yes.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Carl?
Yes,
Sherry? Yes.
Motion carried, thank you very much. The next item is 7, request to purchase maps from the county GIS department for the cost of $560 for the assessing department. Those are our regular maps that are updated from year to year, and we've been staying on top of that. It's much easier to locate things that, you know, it's not 10 years old. So I would so move to purchase these maps in the amount of $560, the check payable to the county, St. Clair County.
I second.
We have a motion by me, a second by Bev. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Carl,
Yes,
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes,
Sherry, yes.
motion carried. Thank you very much. Resolutions to pay increases for non-elected and no contract employees. The first resolution, I did them all by resolution because we were told that that's the way it had to be done. But now I guess it doesn't have to be, but I've got them all written up, so we'll use them. I spent one day doing just resolutions. First one is for the Building Department Clerk, Catherine Harris. The resolution number 2022-06 is to give Catherine Harris a raise from $16 an hour to $18.50. And I would so move. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right. All in favor signify by saying, what, should we add them all up at once, or you want to do them
No.
individually?
I think we should do them individually.
Yeah,
Okay.
one at a time.
All right. Motion carried on that one. The next one is 2202, number 7, Michelle Apt, Deputy Clerk. She's the IT clerk. She's being raised from $20 to $22.50 per hour. All in favor signify by saying aye. No, I gotta have a second. I'm sorry.
We didn't vote on the first one, though.
Didn't we?
I'll
I thought we
second.
did. Okay. All right, we got a second. All right, let's vote on Catherine Harris first, please.
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes, please.
Carl,
Yes,
Sherry, yes. But who was the first and second on
but
it?
tell her I said no when you,
Tell her what?
tell her I said no when you see her.
You tell her, I'm not telling her.
Who was the first and second for Kathy?
I was the first, Carl was the second.
Okay, now we should go back and vote for the other.
Now Michelle's was from 20 to 22.50. I made that motion as well. And we have a second?
Yeah, I second.
And Bev's gonna second it. All in favor signify by roll call vote, please.
Carl,
Yes,
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes.
Sherry, yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. Barbara Schutt is number 2202-2. She's Township Assessor. Her salary raise is going from $18,500 to $23,500 per year. Barb has been here a very long time, and she is probably the lowest paid assessor in this county. And she is the smartest gal.
Yes, she's
And when
very
you
good.
go up to Port Huron and they talk about Barbara, she is number one.
Yep.
She's waited a long time for a raise. All right, I would so move to make that adjustment in her pay from $18,500 to $23,500. Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay, but we have a second by Bev. All in favor signify by saying aye, please, by roll call vote.
Carl,
yes,
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes,
Sherry, yes.
motion carried. Thank you very much. William Clausen, his salary raise is going from $18,319 to $21,424 per year. I would so move.
Second.
We have a motion by me, a second by Bev. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Carl,
yes,
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes,
Sherry, yes.
motion carried. The next one is 2202-10 for Chris Hiltonen. His salary raise is from $16,000 to $17,800 per year. Chris has been with us for 5 years, and that was his starting pay. He was long overdue as well. I would so move.
I second.
Okay, moved by me and, motion by me and second by Bev. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Carl,
yes,
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes,
Sherry, yes.
motion carried. Thank you very much. The last one is 2202-11, Nick Jarsky. He's our operations tech. I'm requesting him to be raised from $28 to $30 per hour, and I would so move.
And I second.
Is that you, Bev?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye, please, by roll call vote.
Carl,
yes.
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes,
Sherry, yes.
motion carried. Thank you very much. There'll be one more next month, like I say, that we'll be discussing the deputy treasurer. Public comments, there's, sorry. The new business is number 9. That's Chris Hilton sending, or wanting to send DPW Operations Tech Nick Jarski to the Soaring Eagle Resort to to attend the annual conference. And the charge would be $385. That's $100 less than it was originally quoted because of him being sent under a membership. So I would so move to send Mr. Jarski on his 2-day trip, 16th and 17th of March, to the Soaring Eagle Resort for $385.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Carl,
Yes,
Bev,
Yes.
Mary Agnes,
Yes,
Sherry, yes.
motion carried, thank you very much. The last item is what I just discussed about Deputy Treasurer Nicole Hart is for an additional raise to her wages. She's requested this morning, so we're gonna try and go through all her stuff at a closed session meeting on Monday, March 21st at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do we have I will so move it. Is anyone else second that for me?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call. No, we don't need a roll call vote.
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, let's see, have I got anything else on here? Okay, there's somebody from the Michigan Farm Bureau that wants to run people for office. If you're interested in that, I put it in your packet. There was no public comments because we have no public. We had a town hall meeting held on Thursday, February 24th for the residents who live on Lozon Road from 6311 Lozon east to Marsh Road appeared there and voiced their opinion on the water. A petition was circulated, and we would like to thank Mr. Taylor Brandt for his time and talent for working so hard to get the public water on Lozon Road. Once Assessor Schutt puts together the numbers, we'll have an answer for us shortly. The other item was at the same meeting for Lozon, Mr. George Newman appeared with several others who live on Shortcut Road between Starville and McKinley. And he hasn't been back in our office since October, but it appears he has wrestled up some more interest in running water from Starville east to McKinley Road, then down towards Marsh, but has stopped at Jerry's Storage. I'm getting phone calls from people that are on this end of the water line that he needs to go out and see, or they need to come in and see us, one or the other. I've handled probably 3 calls this week. He appears to be heading north on McKinley towards Markle and south on McKinley from where the last water was installed. It's just short of Shortcut. Once we have the petition that he has circulated, turned in, we'll have those numbers together that he can put, the residents' answer on that as well. We probably are going to have another town hall because the people on the rest of Lozon are interested in water too. I mean, he stopped short of it, so I want to make sure that if they're interested that they get their chance as well. So we may have to do some backtracking. Good luck to those of you who want water. Any board member comments? No? Hearing none? I guess we can adjourn at 7:53 p.m.
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second. All in favor? Say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carried. Thank you, everyone.